What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. A lot of you guys have had questions about the new Madden NFL 22, different variations of the game. Now, EA Sports has been doing this for a long time, offering different variations of the game, giving you the opportunity to play it early with things like EA Play and stuff like that. But so many of you guys have questions about the Dynasty Edition, which is the most expensive edition. Right now, it's like about $119. You got the MVP Edition pre-order. And then I believe after that, it's just a standard, right? So we're going to go over some of the pros and cons before you spend your money on it. Because some of you guys that have already pretty much pre-ordered it, it is what it is. I think it's always smart if you're a Madden veteran to kind of wait until they give you a deal that tells you like, all right, look, you can save a certain percentage. Remember also that if you're already an EA Play customer, you already get like, I think a certain percentage off. I think it's like 10% or something like that. We can actually scroll down real quick and you guys can see what's going on with that. I believe that that's what you get. Yeah, 10% off your pre-order if you're an EA Play member. So I've gone over all of that, but some of you guys want to know, okay, yo, what's the best one? I'm really excited for Madden 22, just like I am, because the reason that we're excited is because we go through a year of, it's turmoil. They patch the game, they do different things to the game, they make it so that it's not what it was when it was first released. Sometimes they fix something, but more than likely in a lot of cases, they change the game overall and it doesn't make it as fun as it was originally. But usually at the launch, it's decent games. So depending on the type of player that you are, it's gonna vary. Like for instance, I'm gonna ask you guys this question. Write down in the comment section for me, please, what type of player are you? If you're MUT, M-U-T. If you're franchise, just write, if you don't want to spell out franchise, you can just write F, all right? If you're just a regs player, you can write regs. But the bottom line is, the franchise mode has taken off, and I like the fact that EA is doing something for franchise players. I haven't played franchise mode since about Madden 17. And I used to really enjoy it, but they started to take too much away from it and not add enough. So I'm very, very happy for all of my franchise guys because you guys got a lot of good information today about franchise. And I think that they're taking it in the right direction, going over to next gen. I will be playing on next gen. I did not want to play next gen Madden for 21. I told you guys that it goes all the way back to pretty much Madden 25 when it was 2 versions. I waited until Madden 15 to actually go to next gen, which was PS4 back then. But right now, we will be on Madden 22 on next gen on PS5 for those of you guys that are asking about it. Now, we're gonna jump right into the Dynasty Edition. This right here, this is only good if you're like a franchise savage. All right, like if you're a franchise guy and you're like deep depth into it and you want to have the advantages and all that good stuff, not only will you be able to play the game 3 days early, but you're going to get a lot of different perks. 100 staff points, you're going to get a Tom Brady class level 10 progression. Pretty much if you read through it, it looks like they're just giving you different abilities to start. I remember when we started up our franchise in 17, they had perks like this. It wasn't called like progression and all that stuff, and it wasn't like staff points, but they gave you like little bonuses if you pick certain players. Like I believe Gronkowski was on that cover, and there were certain perks. Oh, the franchise guys know what I'm talking about. Right now, they're taking it to a bigger and more in-depth level, right? So they're giving you all this stuff, 100 staff points, the progression with Tom Brady, a cover athlete capsule, with inspired Tom Brady gear. I don't know if you guys are really like Tom Brady fans or whatever like that, but it is something that can add a little bit more if you guys are also heavily into franchise mode, all right? And remember, you can always use that dual entitlement, so you can upgrade from Xbox Series X, S, or PlayStation 5, and all that stuff. They're gonna have it all compatible, so you will be able to take your franchise from one platform to the other. Not cross-platform, but from Xbox to Xbox, PS5 to PS5. All right, I got that question. I don't think that EA is ready to go cross-platform with Madden yet, because there have been a lot of connectivity issues on the current systems that they just haven't been able to really fix, and it's been very, very frustrating for a lot of us. I know myself, I go through DCs every weekend league for the most part. Some weekends it's clean. A lot of weekends you're going to get a couple DCs, freezes and stuff like that. So I think they need to figure out a lot of what's going on with the current servers before we go to crossplay. So just remember that it's Xbox, PS, all right? So those are the big time things that you get. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it for the 119. You're gonna have to figure out, do you want to waste that money on, you know, this edition if you're not going to play franchise. Maybe you're just a MUT player. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us are just MUT players, but we do have a decent amount of franchise players that are heavily involved in it that may want to take a look at this, right? Take a look at it and compare it to the MVP, which we're going to get to in a second. Now, you also get this in Madden Ultimate Team. I want to break this down because these cards are generally trash, all right? It's just something for you to get involved with Ultimate Team. They're not going to be game-changing type of cards. Just so you guys are aware of it, the basic elites that they give out, they're usually not even the real overall of the elites that are in the actual game. It's just something that they do as an additional perk. So when you look at it in this regard, it's not something that may really tickle your fancy per se, right? But it may look good for you to have a card without having to buy a bundle or a pack to start the game. So you get one of these. Looking through the names right now, I don't really see, maybe Aaron Donald. I was going to say I don't see anybody but Aaron Donald, maybe Chase Young. Gilmore might be good at corner. Saquon Barkley at running back. Amari Cooper. I don't care about Bosa. Myles Garrett, no. Von Miller, he's been kind of washed. I don't know what it's going to be. You know, like, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Looking at this. All right, but remember, you get the additional amount with the staff points and all that stuff as well. So it's like, it's a huge advantage if you're going to be a franchise player, in my opinion, based on this. And then obviously the Ultimate Team is added with it, right? Now, you get a choice of a Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes elite item, similar to the way that it was with Lamar Jackson. That is very, very important that you guys understand that. That right there, I think, is more of a, you know, it might be something better for you guys in that regard. So you may want to take a look at that to kind of understand what's going on. All right. I will definitely make sure that I take a look at it once it happens, so that you guys kind of understand it. But with the Lamar Jackson for Madden 21, he wasn't as good to start, but it might be different with these two items depending on the way the game plays. All right, the limited time Madden Ultimate Team challenges during early EA access, you get that with EA Play if you're an EA Play customer. Okay, your choice of a Tom Brady or a Patrick Mahomes curated Legends pack, that's also pretty cool. Okay, you know, with the way that everything is, 22 Madden Ultimate Team Gold Fantasy Packs, you can go ahead and do that as well if it's something that you would like to do. 1 Elite Madden Mobile Starter Pack. Now, it looks like they're trying to get everybody to like take a look at Madden Mobile and see what's going on in that regard. I don't know if it's something that you guys could probably be able to get into. I don't like playing Madden on my phone, so that's something that I would definitely be kind of careful with if you guys wanted to be able to, you know, start to, you know, move around, because a lot of the stuff that you do on mobile don't transform or change into Ultimate Team for the consoles. So other than like the yard, right? Last year with the yard, you can play stuff on the yard and it would transfer into the actual Ultimate Team. Other than that, I don't really like playing Madden on my phone. So that doesn't really help me at all. That's not something that is, you know, going to be formidable for you guys. And it's not going to be something that I wouldn't encourage you to get this just for an Elite Madden Mobile Starter Pack. I just would not do that. That's something that I would not do. Now we go down to the MVP Edition pre-order, right? Same thing with the 3-day early access and everything like that, but you see it drops down to 60 staff points. The staff points may be something that's very, very important, and it's something that you guys are going to have to understand going forward. That may be, you know, it may be something for you franchise guys that's going to help you guys out a lot. I'm not sure about that. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to wait to see how it works. Obviously, you know, it helps you to upgrade your franchise staff, your roster. So is it going to be that much more worth it to get something else over that? Like, is losing the 40 going to be that much more to save 20 to get the MVP pre-edition, you know, MVP edition pre-order for about 99? Is it going to be something like that to where you really need that? I don't think that that's the case. The class level 10 progression, that's going to change up a little bit based on what's there. Well, no, he has the same progression. And then you get the cover athlete, you get all that stuff. Everything else still the same. You get the MUT content. You get 11 Gold Team Fantasy Packs. What do you get for the other one right here? Let me see. For that, you get, okay, so you get 22. So that's a huge difference. Now you're getting half, so that kind of works out. You don't get the additional thing for the Madden Mobile that you get at the bottom here. You know, the Madden Mobile Starter Pack. And like I said, I don't really believe that that's a necessity. For me, I'm going to stick with the MVP edition. I think that that's more than enough because I'm not really sold on franchise. I would have to see it play out and see that they kept their word and they added all those new additional things just to make sure. Some of you guys might say, but yo, it's 22 Madden Ultimate Team Gold Fantasy Packs. Those packs can, you know, obviously have elites in them. I got a decent amount from the previous Madden. Yo, Gmia, you might want to do that. No, it's not worth it because we can put that into something else in the game if we're going to spend that money during the game. You can save that money. You can save that 20 and drop it on a pack in the game when it launches and probably get a lot better items than what's going to be in all those gold team, you know, those gold team packs. You know what I'm saying? Plus, like I said, you still get the game 3 days early. So that's something that everybody's looking for. But if you have EA Play, it's going to be something that's really good anyway. You know, you're going to still be able to get that regardless. And then finally, you have the NFL 22 Standard Edition. All right, now the Standard, you drop all the way down to 20 staff points. You get the same thing with the Tom Brady, you know, class level progression. You get an athlete capsule, all that stuff. But you still get everything else that you need as far as the other cards that go in. And you're able to go ahead and, you know, utilize these items to be able to get a jump start on your ultimate team. So that's very, very important for you guys, that you know that you still get the items regardless. That's something that you really should pay attention to. It is very, very important because like I said, if these items were good, it wouldn't be in the standard edition. So with the way that this is right now, I would just avoid this. I would just leave this the way that it is and, you know, pretty much just go ahead and just say, you know what? I don't really feel that I need to get the Dynasty edition because I'm not playing franchise. If you're playing franchise, you might need those staff points. That might be something that you need to upgrade your staff, your roster, and everything faster. You're not playing franchise? I would go with this. For the last couple of years, I've been getting the MVP edition. It's more than enough for a MUT player. And that's what I am. I play MUT. So that's all that I'm concerned about. Anything else over after that, that's going to be up to you. But I would recommend this because you get just enough, and then you can spend whatever else you have extra right inside there for MUT. And it is just that easy. There's nothing else that you have to do as far as, you know, worrying about, oh yeah, I'm not using my staff points or something. Like, I don't care about these 60 staff points. Now, if I decide to play franchise, you know, by that time, we'll figure it all out. But I'm not at this point intending to play franchise. So I would just go with this one, primarily for the team fantasy packs, the exclusive challenges, all that stuff. That's what I would do. And, you know, pretty much I would choose that route. Let me know which one you're thinking about getting. If you're just going to go standard, this I would not do because you miss out on making a lot of coins by getting cards earlier than when everybody gets the game, which will be the regular date, which is like the 20th. I would definitely get an MVP edition or better because you get the game, you do all that stuff, and all that stuff saves to your account, and you can sell it for so much more when everybody else gets the game, and then everything changes in the auction house. So that's my recommendation. Let me know which one you guys are getting, and also if you guys are interested in franchise. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You go ahead and have an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love, y'all.